Alright, traders, good morning. Just want to make sure the mic sounds good. Just let me know and I'll get started. Alright, mic sounds good. Great. Alright, so right now, guys, I did enter a swing trading position on CLDR. Now, CLDR, guys. Sorry, just give me 1 second. Just pulling over the chart. Alright, so CLDR, guys. Carl Icahn took a 12% stake in CLDR, so we have a big time investor, taking a position on a penny stock, which is always big. You can see on the daily chart here, we're slowly making a reversal off these lows, forming in a ascending triangle pattern, flat top breakout. And now coming up to the EMA lines, you can see here on this daily chart here, we have the 13 EMA and the 50 50-day moving average squeezing here. And you can see we have this nice gap to fill up to this 850 mark. So I really like the daily chart here. I have a squeeze going there between the 50 and the 13 EMA. Have this ascending triangle pattern. We have big time investor, taking a statement of penny stock. I've seen sometimes actually trying to remember what stock it was. Anyone remembers? You guys remember the last time Carl Icahn invested in a penny stock? I remember it ran huge. It was a few years ago. Can't remember off the top of my head, but last time he did invest in a penny stock, it went crazy. So I took a swing position here at 729. I'm really looking for this this gap fill up to this 830 mark, 840s. So that's kind of my plan. I'm gonna be risking off the $7 mark, and I'm just gonna hold it out on CLDR. It's a swing trading position, so just gonna hang on tight, and if it cracks $7, I'll stop out, and I'll just have some limit orders out in the 830s. So it's kind of the plan with CLDR. You guys know my reasonings for looking for a swing position here, and we'll see how it works out. Carl Icahn, I'll post a link for you guys. Can't remember, guys. Cannot remember which stock he invested in. It was a penny stock. It was like 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and I remember it ran like 20 bucks. So there's the link for you guys if you want to check out, the news article there. All right. So I'm gonna get into the next stock. I only have 2 stocks on watch this morning. You can see really the only stock this morning with good volume that has a decent size float right now is RHE. So RHE, guys, this stock has a huge history of fading. You could see huge spike here. Gave back its gains. Spike here, give back, give back, give back. So it's known to give back a lot of its gains, and just have some wicked fades. And you can see just how much overall resistance going to have in this $4 area. So once we get up to this $4 area, if we do, there's going to be a lot of overhead resistance. You're going to have some bag holders, wanting to get out of their positions once it comes up here. So personally, for me, this is not something that I would be looking for a long. Yes, it has a low float, but just just don't like this overhead resistance. Don't like how it has a big history of fading. And you can see overall. Volume's good pre-market, but as far as the baseline volume is a little low for me. I like to see 50, 60, 70k bars for a $3 stock, so that's a little low for me. So if anyone has shares available short, it wouldn't be a bad idea. If you guys want to look for a possible short, but just be cautious. It is a micro float, 1 million in float, so you do got to be careful. I'll never recommend a beginner to to look for a short on a micro float. So make sure if you guys are looking for shorts today on RHE, or if you are short, just always use caution. Remember that this is a low float stock, and it could rip your face off. So you got to be careful. And that's pretty much it. Just gonna be holding CLDR position, that swing trading position, and then let's be watching RHE today. And I know told you guys we're doing a giveaway, so do a fun giveaway, guys, towards the end of the stream. So, whatever. It's slow. If it's slow around like 10:30, we'll do a giveaway early. If it's hot and we have a nice play in our hands, we'll push it towards 11. So CLDR, guys, nice here. 750s. So nice little pop there on the stock. Wow, 156K bid there. Huge bidder there on CLDR. So sitting tight on this one. Sitting pretty tight on this one. It's really bugging me. If anyone knows, please let me know. What stocks Carl Icahn, invested in, and it just went crazy. It ran like $20. I'll probably look it up after the stream if anyone doesn't know. So that's pretty much it. Pretty small watch today. You guys know what I'm looking at. RHE, I don't even have borrows. They ran out, so just be watching it. I can't, I'm not going to be trading it. Small chance I'll long it. If I do long it, it'll be quick scalp. I'm not saying you can't long it. And this is just from my perspective, It's just like, what I think. I wouldn't, look for like a big picture long. But you guys can look for quick scalps on it. There's nothing wrong with that. It all comes down to your trading style and your niche. But, just, for me, just not a long setup that, I like here. There's a lot of overhead resistance. Has a big history of fading. So, it's not something I want to look to long. But, there's nothing wrong with quick scalps, Came down at 315. Look for an entry, bounce to 330. 20-cent scalp. You could keep doing that over and over again. There's nothing wrong with that. AQXP. AQXP, let me look at this daily chart here. Just get a bigger picture. So this one's trying to reverse here, off the lows. And you want to see it hold this, the EMA lines, the 250 lines. Had a really big, huge, massive drop. So it does have a gap to fill, to $10. Right now, it's just not something I would day trade personally. But I'm not really sure anything about the company. But as far as the daily chart, it's starting to make reversals off the lows. You want to see it hold this 250 mark. You want to see it start to base above the EMA lines for a possible reversal. As far as a day trade, I wouldn't look for a day trade. There's just no volume. We got about 15 minutes till the market opens. APHA, I think that was a gapper this morning. Let me just check. I believe this is a marijuana stock. I'm not 100% sure, but been pretty beaten down, you know, off the highs of $20. You know, looks like it has some support here, you know, back at 5. Coming up to the EMA lines. Let's see if it could base over 7 today. So you want to see this thing start to curl back on up, you know, and base over that $7 and hold that mark. You're going to have some resistance here right around $10. You see you had some higher volume days. You know, each time it got over 10, you know, it came back down. So that's what you want to see. You want to see this thing start to base over 7. I'm just talking from a swing trading perspective. Oh, so it is up 30% this morning. All right, so yeah. Let me see. Float's a little bit out of my range, and these marijuana sectors are very trendy. You know, they go off, you know, the whole sector. So that's something I would be interested in playing. Oh, okay, Nick. Got it. AQXP, was it AQXP? That one doesn't sound familiar. Let me check. Let's see if it went on a big rip in like 2017. Now it looks like it was like a $12 stock, but it could have had a you know, some splits. I'm not sure. Doesn't you know, he may have invested in multiple stocks, but you know, that doesn't ring a bell. AQXP. Yeah, Ricky, you liking the you know, the swing trading thesis on CLDR as well? You know, we'll see. Maybe we can fill that gap today. You know, if this thing catches some momentum. You know, we'll see. I have a nice winner on my hands if that can fill that gap. With WKHS, you know, this one I am swinging also in my other account. You know, I have an entry in, you know, a low $2 range. So, you know, I sold some the other day. You know, the upper 4s. I got out like 460s, 470s on WKHS. So it's another one, you know, gonna be holding this one on, you know, long term. You know, I'm looking for, you know, $7-8 on this one in the future. You know, if we could get there. You know, I'll have my stop on this one. You know, if we ever crack like, you know, 290, 280s, if it comes like, you know, 50 cents, you know, pretty close to my entry, I'll probably just stop out. But, you know, I locked in half, and the rest I'm just gonna let ride. You know, come to life, so all over this one in chat. You know, he's been calling this one out from like the low $1. So that's another one, you know, I'm swing trading. So those are my two swing trading positions at the moment, you know, CLDR and WKHS, you know, my two holds at the moment. Check 8715. Let me check that out. Oh wow, yeah. Do see that. Wow. It's a huge move there. Back in 2015. Yeah, lows of $2 and then the following day, ran to 55 bucks, so crazy move there on AQXP. Yeah, this was before I started trading. I started trading 2016. So I guess there was some other stocks that he when he invested it just went, crazy. You can see he has a big influence on any of these plays that he invests into. So I'm gonna be holding CLDR, until we get that gap fill. You can see we have a big bidder, this morning. You guys see that, 750s, 100K bidder. He's been steady there throughout pre-market. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Any billionaire investing in a penny stock is gonna bring in hype. Doesn't matter who it is. Remember Weight Watchers? That one was crazy. When Oprah invested in Weight Watchers, that one was crazy for a while. So let's see. Coming up to pre-market highs. It's just sitting tight right now at 729. Call that thing out in Discord chat. If you guys are in Discord, make sure you heading over there. Just give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. RHE sub 3. While I was gone, that thing came back on down. You don't see it on the excuse me, the tape there, but it was a big order, sitting there on the bid side. Stored on my other level too. I think he might have sold there. I saw it many times in sales, 100K sell. So a little pullback here on CLDR. So we got about 5 minutes. This market opens. RHE coming on down. So that one was a nice little short there. Off the highs. Definitely would have been short this one if I had shares. So let's see if any other gappers here. Let's see. Nope. Yeah, nothing really else. So just be watching my swing position. We'll see if RHE could possibly curl back on up, and then we'll just be watching the scanners to see if anything pops on up, and if you get like a nice play off the scanners. And then towards the end of the stream, we'll do the giveaway. So pretty big pullback there on CLDR. Big pullback now. Back down to 720. So this thing came down pretty hard there. Came down pretty hard. See where BYND's at. Nice little recovery there on CLDR, back in the 740s. Spreads are kind of opening up a bit. Could have been a nice dip opportunity there if anyone liked it. Alright, so 2 minutes. 2 minutes till this market opens. See what's in store for today. Alright, 15 seconds. Alright, so I have the stop at 6.99 on CLDR if I do have to stop out of that one. SUNW. Scanners here. Sub $1 play. Gonna have some resistance here, around 110. We'll have a lot of resistance here in the 150s. So this one never came through $1, came up to like 130s, 140s. It could be a nice short. It's gonna have a lot of congestion here in the 150s. See if there's any news there. So RHE selling off. We'll put on SUNW on the level 2. So CLDR selling off hard here, guys. So I may have to stop out of this one. If this one does crack $7. See if you get a nice bounce off $7. Whole dollar number. So we'll see if we get that bounce. RHE some volume. Back over 3. So huge soaking stuff there on RHE. Came up to 310. Huge unloading now. 260s. Yeah, that's why it's always good to formulate a plan. RHE. We knew this one that wasn't a long. This one was a short if you had some shares available. And I didn't get fooled there. Wasn't interested in buying this over 3. Wasn't interested at all really long in this. If you were to long this, it'd be quick scalps only. Look for 280s, 290s. Quick sell over 3. So, didn't get caught up in that one on the fake out. So CLDR looking a little weak here. You like to see it start to bounce here. If not, I'll stop out. and I'll take my my 30-cent loss. You're not gonna get caught bag holding. You had a good game plan on it. Went through with it, and you'll see how the results come out. Don't regret at all taking a trade on CLDR. Had a great game plan and thesis. At least I thought. So you want to see CLDR 710s defend, start to build some higher lows, start to reverse on up. That's what you want to see here. VWAP's going to be at that 725 mark. So we have come to life in chat, scalping WKHS. He loves that one. Nice. So you could see things are pretty slow right now. RHE, nothing there. Especially no one has any shorts available, so really no point of looking at that one. SUNW, trying to flag here a bit. We'll see what this could do. Volume's a little light, and you can see across the board just light volume. Alright, so see if we get this reversal here on CLDR. See if we get back above 720s and start the base there. And remember, guys, just because I'm in a trade or I like something doesn't mean you have to trade it. Be your own trader. I say this over and over again. Please don't follow my trades. Just here to educate you guys, and I want you guys to learn from me. Dennis, what's going on, man? SPWR short. Let's see. let's see. Gonna have some resistance here at the 1604 mark. You are fighting a stock, at all-time highs. Has almost a 30% short float and pretty controlled, 56% insiders held. So, I probably wouldn't short this thing, until it came closer to that $16 mark. Yeah, so that'd be my plan if I was looking this one. I'd kind of wait till it got closer towards this resistance, and you could take your short there. But just remember, you're fighting a stock, all-time highs. Probably has strong news. Let me see. Let me look at the intraday chart for you. So you're talking about yesterday's resistance? I think get that overextended gap down that we like. On these day 2 shorts, you want to see that overextended gap down and then short into resistance. So you don't really get much of a gap down, but I see what you're saying though. It's going to have some resistance, 1550s. If you do a volume profile, it's going to have some 1550s resistance. So you could look for a short into the 1550s for, quick wash back. Right now it's in the 1520s. A little bit out of my range too. Personally, I would wait more to like 1550s, close to that $16 mark, before I take a short. But I gotta watch my position right now, because I may have to stop out here. Because we are looking really weak on CLDR. Alright, so I did stop out there, guys, on CLDR. I did take a loss out of that trade. So I'm out of that one. So look at CEI. CEI is already back at 50 cents. IZEA. Now, Dennis, I wouldn't be shorting CLDR. It has, a lot of bullish factors. Has a billionaire investor. They're taking a massive stake. Has a great looking daily chart. I think it's like 50% held by insiders or institutions. So, I wouldn't be short CLDR. But I have to respect my stock, guys. Could definitely reclaim and move back on later in the day. But I just can't get caught holding the bag in case this thing does drop all the way back on down. So. Yeah, for sure. Stock buck, had a trade idea, had a game plan, had a stop, had an entry target, and I had an exit target. Those are all 3 key things that you have to have in each trade. No matter how good you think the trade idea is, it could always go the other way. No trade is 100% guaranteed. It's all a numbers game, and you have to respect your stop. You can't get caught bag holding. So took a loss, and now I move on. Completely fine. My first trade of August. Yeah, it does suck starting the month on a red note, but I'll be fine, guys. I know my statistics. I know I'm a good trader. I've proven that over the years. Coming off July off a 20K month for me. Solid month. So we'll see what August has in store for us. Only the beginning. Only the second day of August. Yeah, Dennis. If you guys don't know, I've been trading with Alex. For he got me into trading, Alex, actually, and all of a sudden he's like, Nick, I want to do a small challenge. I was like, are you serious? And he's like, yeah, I want to prove to everyone that I could, grow a small account into a big account. He's taking a big, hit. Alex. That's how he makes his money. He trades. That's how we all make our money. So he knows that it may take a while to do it. It's gonna be challenging for him to do it, but he thinks he could really do it, and I'm excited for him. So definitely everyone follow Alex on his small account journey. It's gonna be exciting. Yeah, July was a good month. I got off to a hot start in July, and I think the first 2 weeks, I did well, and then the end of July was kind of rough, and you could see how August been the past 2 days. We haven't really seen much. I got to stick to my niche setups. Occasionally I'll take the swing trade. I like the swing trading ID on CLDR. I have another account where I do swing trading in. My main account, is where I do my day trading. So I've been trying to, be a little diverse. Hop into some swing trades, here and there. But my bread and butter is day trading, penny stocks. So I want to stick to mainly day trading these things. Like WKHS was a really nice swing for me. Sold some of that the other day for a nice gain. Off $2. Made 100% of my money on that one on WKHS. Well, actually, I actually did sell that yesterday. So, yeah, what was that yesterday? The 31st, I believe it was. I gotta look, but if I did sell yesterday, I would be green on the month still. Gotta look. Maybe, Dennis. That would be challenging, especially now. Doing a small account challenge now would be very challenging, especially you're not seeing too many long setups. Cause it's tough when you're on the small account. It's gonna be tough. Especially that you can't really find a good broker under PDT that has good borrows. And plus you'd be on margin, so that limits your trading. Maybe down the line I'll do one. Maybe. Yeah, definitely be easier when the better market rolls around. I couldn't even do a trade zero, Dennis. Yeah, I'm in the U.S., in the States. A sure trader would be pretty sketch. It'd be sketch. Yeah, definitely tough times to be getting into the market right now. You know, when I first started back in like 2016, you know, my small account, I'd be lying to you guys if I said it was hard. It was definitely easier. You know, definitely saw, hotter penny stock market, you know, back in 2016, 2017. Man, look at CLDR just dumping, guys, you know. Billionaire Carl Icahn invested in it, and it's just dumping. Yeah, the float's a bit high, but still. But still, you know. It's very surprised on that one. Very surprised. Yeah, it's open to US now, but you know, we were just discussing like if I were to do a small account challenge, you know, I think the minimum's 30K to open a trade zero in the US. You know, outside the US, you know, I think the minimum's like 2,500 or 3 grand. Yeah, you know, Dennis, you definitely, you know, you'd have to have you have to hold out some moves for sure. Exactly, you know, stock block, you know, hope, you know, everyone, learn something from that trade there. Hope everyone learn, you know. That's rule number one, you know, back to the basics, you know, always cut your losses, always be disciplined, and stick to your stop loss. So let's see. Right now it's 9:52. Let's see. I'll probably give it to like 10:15, 10:20, and then I'll do the giveaway. Probably gonna give away less money now because I did take a loss. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Imagine. But I'll probably do probably do like a $25 giveaway, $20 giveaway. Uh, I could do like, you guys let me know. Do you want me to do two $10 giveaways, or do you want me to do one $20 giveaway? So you guys let me know. I could do one or two. Or if you guys want, I'll give the option. If you want a T-shirt instead, if you win, just let me know, or you can take the cash. Yeah, I could do. I'll do PayPal or Venmo. All right, so Dennis wants two. Take like a few more votes. If you guys are all saying two, I'll do two. That's nice of you, Dennis. All right, so you guys, I guess you guys want to do two. So it seems a lot of you guys are voting for two. Nah, stock buy. You'll never see me trading on Robinhood. No knock on Robinhood, but you won't see me trading on Robinhood. Corey, I'll consider it, man. I'll consider it. It would be a lot. You know, payment wise. That's how I make my money too. I trade for a living, but because if you think, it'd probably take like you don't really know what it could take. It could take a year to complete the challenge. It could take 3 months, 2 months, 6 months. So that would it would require me to take a big cut. Payment wise. Maybe I could do something where I trade on both accounts. Maybe. If I were to do it, and I'm trying to think, how would I do it? And guys, I'm not 100% doing it, so don't get on me about this. Don't go DMing me saying, "Oh, you got to do it." I would probably do a cash account maybe on E-Trade or Venom or Interactive Brokers, something like that. I'd probably do a cash account, only longs only. So that'd be a challenge. Only longs only. That's probably what I would do. So I'd kind of want the cash account instead of being on margin, so I could trade a little bit more. Yeah, right now I would be in college, but I did drop out to pursue this full time. So look at that, CLDR back over 7. So CLDR back over 7. How much did I make before I started working for myself? I would just work the summers at a local beach club. So I did maintenance, and every summer I'd make $1,500, $2,000, if I worked a lot. And I did make a lot of money. I wasn't addicted, but I did do a lot of sports betting and gambling. I wouldn't call it addiction, but I just like doing it. And I was pretty good at it, betting on NBA games, football games. So I did make a lot of cash that way as well. And that's kind of how I funded my account, just off the sports betting and working at the beach club. I didn't have much money at first to start with, guys. Just took a lot of hard work, dedication, and just studying, putting hours and hours into this. Yeah, it's tough. It would be tough to trade 2 accounts. You're really you want to devote a lot of time to small account, and then you don't want to you don't want it to impact your main account. It would be challenging. If I ever make a 100K trade or something, or a big trade, maybe then I'll do it. If I have if I make it if I have a really good month or something, maybe I'll be all right, I could carry me over for a few months, and I could take a big hit. Maybe when the shippers come, guys, maybe I'll, who knows, it can. You guys know past 2 years, I killed it on the shippers. If you guys, I don't know if anyone watches, but if you guys were here, last year on the live stream, I made $20,000, on GLBS, and then on EC, I made another, 15 or 20 grand. So that was my biggest combined trade, 40K. So who knows, this year, every November we see shippers go crazy, and I like to invest, a little before, a few months before. So maybe I'll load up on one of the shippers this year, and maybe I could score a huge winner. So we'll see. Or just could just come from a big trade. So we'll see. We'll see. So it's 10 right now. It's pretty dead. Not seeing anything. Not really seeing anything at the moment. CLDR, just kind of hanging around here. We'll see if this one can reverse. Uh, I quit. Well, it was kind of different. Like it was just like a summer job, but I started with I first started with like $1,000, and I blew up that first account. Trading like OTCs and pink sheets. Terrible stuff. You don't want to be trading that. OTC market's dead now. Used to be good. And then after that, I saved up money, and then I opened like a 4K account, and then I grew that one. It wasn't like where I was like working like a full time job, so I can't say like I was working like a full time job and then I just dropped everything and went to trading. But I was in college. I did a year of college, and then after that first year of college, I first started in senior year of high school, so I was doing it 2 years in, and then after that, I decided to just pursue it full time after my first year of college. So it wasn't like I was working like a full time job and I dropped that. I just dropped out of college to pursue this full time. But I didn't have much money. I was just a normal, broke college kid. And the market was a lot hotter then too. Like 2017 and 2016, the market was a lot hotter. We were seeing crazy rippers every day on the long side. We were seeing crazy days back in 2016, 2017. And if you guys are wondering, I would say like the hottest times would be from I'd probably say to like October to like February. The fall and winter months are historically the hottest months for penny stocks. The slowest months are summer. Sometimes spring's a hit or miss, but this is definitely the slowest time. During these times, I'm taking small positions, to protect myself. So right now, I'm taking like, much smaller size than I usually doing. Like CLDR, I didn't go big on that one, so it wasn't like the craziest loss. I'd probably say my max size right now in this market would be like 4,000 shares. So it's pretty small for me, just to protect myself. And even 4,000 shares is still nice. You capture a 20-cent move on 3,000 shares. That's $600. Can't complain with $600. Just trading an hour a day. I don't think anyone would complain with that. This was July. See, my average winning was pretty big. It was pretty big. 1,500. Average loser was 1,000. I want to get that number down. I wasn't happy about that. I took a big loss there, 4,000. So I really need to get this number down. A lot. And that should be $700 or $500. So that's something I'm going to work on. Percentage was pretty good. 68%. My real percentage is around that number too, right? Like 69, 70%. So these are just stats from stats for July. So we'll see what August has in store. Yeah, January, March. Was that when we saw was that when we saw BPTH? I think was that March? Or was that I think that was BPTH was in March. I could be wrong. What was your biggest win this month? I only had two trades this month. WKHS and CLDR. I got to confirm that WKHS I sold that yesterday. But I think that one I locked in. I gotta look. I think it was like close to 4,500 around there. But that could have been for July. I gotta look. I'm honestly not sure. Valentina, thanks. Hey, July was not easy. I think I had 4 or 5 red days in July. That's a lot for me. I definitely got off to a nice start. I think CEI had a really nice trade. I think that 6K winner you guys saw there was off CEI. Oh yeah, I just showed you guys. I think it was like $6,700 on CEI, and I wasn't even let me see if I can pull it up. I may have the charts from that one on CEI. Let me see. Sorry, guys, it's slow right now. Usually I'd be focusing on trading, but it's so slow, so might as well, you know. Let's see, CEI. I'm just looking for this, guys. Give me 1 second. Yeah, it was this. What was CEI? I think it was this trade. I could look though. Yeah, is this one? You guys remember this one? I think we were all in Discord. Everyone was like freaking out. Like it came close, so close to our stop. I loaded here 380s versus 350s. I was like max size there too. Like, and it came so close to our stop at 350. I remember we were all freaking out in the Discord chat, and then it finally got that rip on up, and I just started, selling 420s, 470s. I don't remember if it got there. This is like the last chart I found, and it came so close. I had some trades here on it, some longs here early on. Had a short loss there, and then I had like a break even trade here, and then I had this is like the really big winner came. Let me see what else. I had some more. I can maybe make a video or something. Would you guys like that? Like at the end of every month, I just show you my all my best trades and my biggest losers. That's something you guys would like. Could do something like that. I think CETX was another one. Had a nice trade on that one. This one was really nice. I don't know if this was July or this was June, but this one was like one of my best trades of the month. Just killed it over here, longing, and then I re-longed here and just killed it. This one was a nice trade on EBIO. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that was June. It might have been June. Yeah, oh, so that was the 9th. Yeah, that was probably the biggest winner then of the month. That was probably that big trade. Yeah, monthly recaps. I could definitely do something like that. Could definitely do something like that. So I'll probably, maybe you guys want to start the giveaway in like 5 minutes. You guys want to do it in at 10:15? If you guys have any questions too, like feel free to ask. Right now this is probably as slow as it's gonna get, so I could really answer anything. Oh wow, that was May. Jeez, that was way off. Oh man, that was in May. Yeah, you're right. It was in May. So yeah, I was way off there. There's so many tickers, I get lost sometimes. um, yeah, RHE. Like probably the only trade of the day was RHE. If you got shares on this, this was the only trade of the day. You know, CLDR, that one too. I mean, had good volume, but didn't work out in our favor. All right, so I'll probably start the giveaway at 10:15. So I'll give you guys like 4 minutes. Do the giveaway. So you guys want to do 2 giveaways? So I'll do 2 giveaways. I'm gonna think of questions. I have no idea what I'm gonna ask. So, here's what I could do. I could do one trading related question and then like one non-trading related question. How does that sound? Or I could do the other way around. Do you want 2 trading related questions or one trading and then one non-trading related? So you guys let me know. If no one says anything, I'll just do 1 and 1. Alright, so I'll just do 1 trading, 1 non-trading related. So just give me like a minute or two. Let me just think of this question. Alright, so I thought of the 2 questions. Probably get started in about 1 more minute. Uh, Someone may know this off the top of their head, the non-trading related question. And someone will know the trading related question as well. But you may want to get Google out for one of the questions. Just a heads up. So I'll start at 10:17. I'll start the giveaway, and then we'll wrap up the stream. So whoever wins, you could let me know. You want to take the cash or you want the T-shirt. You know, it don't matter to me. So just let me know. Alright, so we'll start. Just give me 30 more seconds, guys, and we'll start the giveaway. Alright, so we're gonna get started with this giveaway. So, alright, so do you guys have a preference which one we do first? A trading question or a non-trading related question? I'll give you guys like a minute to respond. If no one responds, I'll just do whatever, you know, I decide to go with. Which one you want me to do, Dennis? You want me to do the trading question first or non-trading question? Alright, so you guys don't care. Alright, so here's the first question for the giveaway. Alright. How many miles is it to the moon from Earth? How far away is the moon? You know, first correct answer will be the winner. Nick, you are the winner. 238 that number is so big. 238,000 miles. 100,000 miles to the moon. Nick, you are the winner. Just beat Stock Block by a second. Yeah, I was trying to change it up. You know, I don't even know how I thought of that. So, congrats to you, Nick. You are the winner. Alright. So, Nick, I guess just you in chat. If you are, just DM me. Yeah. Oh. I just realized that too. That's a good one, Stock Block. That's so funny. Nick the winner. It's just your lucky day. That's funny. Alright. All right, sick. All right, so move on to the next question. Someone may know this off the top of their head. On the second question is stock related question. So if you've been around the market for at least a year, you guys may know the answer. All right, so the next question is, when Tilray ran, last year, what was the high of its run? What was the all-time high on Tilray? TLRY. Nick, you won again. Oh man. So, Nick just beat Meetster Howard by a second there. Nick, you sure? Up to you, man. I mean, we could. If you want to give it to someone else, you can. Meetster did come in second, so you could give it a Meetster, or Stockplot came in third. I mean, they could fight over it. The prize is it's $10. So I would award you $20, but it's your call, man. Do you want to give it to the second place winner, or do you want a second or third to battle over it? Doesn't matter. It's up to you. All right, Nick, you'll take it. All right, fair game. You did win, so fair game. Congrats, Nick. Ricky 345. All right. You got it, man. Hope you guys had fun. We do this often. Giveaways. We like to do them often. We like to have fun here. Velocity. So, yeah, we'll definitely be doing more in the future. Right now, Nick's 2 for 2 in the year. So, great. Yeah, definitely more fun. So slow today. Like that fun in here. I want to bore you guys. Give away some free money. With that being said, guys, probably wrap it up. There's nothing going on. You guys can see it's absolutely dead right now. It's just nothing. It doesn't get much slower than this. So, hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Nick, make sure you DM me in, Discord. So make sure you're in the Discord chat, or can't send you over the $20. And that's gonna be it. Enjoy your weekend, guys. We'll be back at it again Monday. Peace.